Yo, what's going on? I'm not even going to do my regular intro today. I'm not going to do my Olympic intro. But we're going to speak on some realness today. Welcome. I am the real DJ Gravy, and we in this thing. If you can hear me out there, let me hear you make some noise. I said, if you can hear me out there, let me hear you make some noise. Let's get right into it. 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 It's early in the morning, and I gotta take my car to the shop. For some reason, it didn't want to start yesterday. Something with the battery or the battery terminal. I don't know. My car been working fine forever, and I ain't been having no problems. And I just changed my oil like a couple weeks ago. But it's a Honda and it's good. It's trying to turn over. Whatever. I'll talk about it later. Let's get into this mess. I'll be talking about this, man. Folks don't be feeling me when I say some people get to go to the Olympics with comfort. Some don't. The pressure. And you think you're getting pressure from an American team. You think you're getting pressure from Canada? Or you think you're getting pressure from one of these countries? Bro, it's some countries that will not let you back in. They will not let you back in the country if you don't win. And I think this is one of those cases. I sped it up also. I'll put the link down under.
This is about a Belarusian sprinter at the Olympics who says she was
Belarusian.
taken to the airport against her wishes to board a flight home. Let's go to Laura McQuillan. She has the details for us today. So what's the latest here, Laura?
Yeah, just an update in the past few minutes for you, Michael. Krystsina Tsimanouskaya
Taken to the airport against her will.
entered the Polish embassy in Tokyo earlier today, and we've just had an update from a deputy foreign minister for Poland saying that Tsimanouskaya has applied for a humanitarian visa and plans to leave for Poland in the coming days. You see her there. She's got that pink-red kind of hair entering the embassy earlier today. It's also reported that her husband has gone to Ukraine, so maybe seeking asylum there as well. All of this after what unfolded over the weekend when the 24-year-old went to police at Tokyo's
24 years old.
airport saying that she had been booked on a flight against her wishes, did not want to go back to Belarus.
Hold on. Let me play some music in the back while, because I don't want to get flagged. There we go. I got to mess with the algorithms, you heard?
Fear to her safety.
Hold on. Turn it down a little bit. I think it's a little loud. That should be good. We'll see if I can get past the algorithm with that.
You see her there interacting with the police. She spent the night
Up there.
in an airport hotel and now has been taken to the Polish embassy today. But all this unfolded after she complained on social media that she had been signed up for a relay running event that she had not trained for, and she alleged that too few Belarusian athletes had actually passed doping tests to be able to compete, so she had been put into that event. After she complained, she was pulled from that event, also pulled from her 200-metre race, told to pack her bags, that she'd be heading home, and she appealed to the International Olympic Committee for help. Overnight, they said that she has told them she feels safe and secure, that they're going to speak with her again today. I want to show you this as well, Michael. This is an application she's filed with Sport's top court, the Court for Arbitration for Sport, asking to be reinstated in the 200-metre event, calling her removal from it by Belarus pure discrimination on political reasons.
Now, the IOC did consider banning Belarus from the Games over its treatment of athletes, which is an interesting point to all this. Tell us a bit more about that.
That's right, and in the end they allowed them to compete. This because of the political situation in Belarus, where we have seen opponents of the president, including athletes.
Okay, so there's something going on in Belarus.
For protesting.
There's some political crap.
Win. That's Alexander Lukashenko, strongman leader. You see him there with part of the Olympic process going on in Belarus. Now, he has been banned from attending the Olympics himself, as has the head of that country's National Olympic Committee.
This nigga looks like a bucket.
Oh, this is some classic. And all of this, plus this event that's unfolded in the past couple of days, has put extra pressure on the IOC to help out those athletes from Belarus. Here's what one advocate told us.
The fact that the Belarusian authorities are using their political power to send a message to every athlete in Belarus not to speak up is unacceptable. You can't have athletes competing for a nation that doesn't respect human rights, hasn't respected their athletes. It's unsafe, and the IOC needs to take control.
That's some.
So the IOC is saying it is supporting Tsimanouskaya, but of course now she is safe, seeking asylum elsewhere. But you'll recall back in May, Belarusian authorities went to the effort of bringing down, landing a plane that was travelling through the airspace in order to arrest an activist and opposition blogger. So although she's safe for now, it does show that even if you're outside the country, there can be safety concerns ongoing. So this will be one to watch in the coming days, weeks, months, Michael.
Okay, Laura, thank you for that. Or Laura McQuillan.
Wow. Okay. So hold on. We're going to watch another one, and we're going to slow it down too.
Political drama on the sidelines of the Tokyo Olympics. Offers of asylum are pouring in for the Belarusian athlete who has refused to return home from Tokyo. Krystsina Tsimanouskaya says her team attempted to send her home from Japan against her will. The 24-year-old sprinter has since entered the Polish embassy in Tokyo, where she's been granted a humanitarian visa. The Belarusian says she was forced to go to the airport after she criticized team officials on social media. She believes her life would be in danger if she returned to her home country. Authorities in Belarus have cracked down on opposition figures after mass protests last year.
She assured us and has assured us that she feels safe and secure. She spent the night at an airport hotel in a safe and secure environment. The IOC in Tokyo 2020 will continue their conversations with her and the Japanese authorities to determine the next step in the upcoming days.
Lucy Hoff joins us from Brussels for more on this. Lucy, several offers of asylum coming in from European nations.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. And we had at least 3 offers from European countries, including Poland, the Czech Republic and France, offering formal assistance in the public domain to Krystsina Tsimanouskaya, offering her assistance, and in the case of Poland, formal asylum. We understand that she walked into the Polish embassy earlier on Monday, where she has applied for a humanitarian visa and will intend to travel to the country in the next few days. The Polish embassy is saying that they would be happy for her to complete her or to continue her sporting career on behalf of Poland. The Czech Republic also making that offer, saying that it would be an honour. There has been criticism from other European countries, such as Germany, with Germany urging the Belarus regime to uphold the human rights for its citizens as well as freedom of speech.
And at the same time, the IOC wants Belarus to explain itself. Will there be consequences?
Yeah, as we heard there a little earlier, there has been a pledge to look into this in more detail. We understand that the IOC, the Olympics governing body, has requested a full report on what happened from the Belarus Olympic Committee, and that it will be making a further statement on that once it's had time to assess exactly what's happened, and particularly with regard to the welfare of other athletes currently in Tokyo competing on behalf of Belarus. Now, the IOC has said that it has already taken quite strong action with regards to Belarus.
She believes her life would be in danger if she returned home.
It refused a request for President Alexander Lukashenko's son to take over the Belarus Olympic Committee. It's also said that it banned Lukashenko and his son from attending this year's event.
Very many thanks for that, Lucy Hoff, speaking to us from Brussels.
This don't make no sense. Hold on. What? That's live. I'm not about to watch that because I'm not doing nothing right now. That is. Back and back. Because, bruh, are you serious? So, this is what I be saying, man. Like, I'm sorry, this is not what I be saying. This is what I say. This is what I say. Some people have a good time at the Olympics, some people don't. Some people get to go back home, some people don't. Some people get to live, but some people don't. It's a whole bunch of countries and a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of money that's representing a whole bunch of countries. With a lot of people behind that mess. Some good people and some bad. You could look on these people's faces, and then by the tidbits that we get, we're here from the U.S. By the little tidbits we get from our people tripping stuff. You know, saying I gotta back out for mental or physical reasons. We could tell they're being pushed to the max. It's no different than being an entertainer and working your brain to the max and your body to the max. No different than being a wrestler or a football player, sports, even when you're around the world, soccer, it's the same thing. We see it all the time. The pressure, and there's some, there's some. Let's put it in perspective. Some good boxing gyms and some not so good boxing gyms. I think Belarus might be one of those boxing gyms that's not too trying to represent themselves hard. You never know what some of these countries could be doing with people, especially back in in the 70s, 80s. Because this is Tokyo number. This is Tokyo number. This is Olympic number what? What's this, like 50 something? 30 something? Happens every 4 years. And like the Olympics that Hitler came to. So that was it. So let me see. 39, 29? 49? When was that war? Was it 1940? Okay, 39. 39. Oh yeah, I said it right first. I said 39, I went to 29, then 49. Olympics was popping. When was that? So, it was 1940 something. Or 1938. 1904. So it was a 1904. Dang. Let's go further back. What was the first Olympic? 1896? Athens, 1896. Olympic Games. 1908 London Olympics. Look at that. The Olympic Games were held in London for the first time in 1908. Precious, though rather battered, footage of the event was preserved in the BFI National Archive. The 1908 Olympics were originally awarded in Rome, but when Mount Vesuvius erupted in April 1906, London stepped in to host the Games for its 2 years. The Royal Box at the White City Stadium. Let's go. 1908, huh? This is back when they wasn't letting black people in yet, right? Pretty sure. Look at all those hats. All those hats. Can't even hear anything. That's crazy. The Smirkers, they need to leave that little girl alone. But see, hey, look, Tokyo gave her a visa and all that. They was like, nah, you can stay. It's good. Gave her a humanitarian visa. Take that. Bam. What? You in the Olympic Games? You think we gonna not get what? You need some help? Asylum? She went straight to the embassy. Man. And all that crap that's going on in the country, man. Boy, go on with your bad self, girl. I pray for you. Ooh, that wasn't nothing. That was weird. I guess he's trying to get more height. Whatever. Look at how they walk. Oh, this app. Look at the women. She came in and got gold. Listen, my family been in the Olympics since 1908, and you mean? Get out of my face. Some not so familiar were featured for the first and last time. Tug of war. Wow. Country. Stadium wasn't even filled. The Olympics, the what? Discus throwing. Discus. There. Oh, you got him sliding in the back. Okay. He looked like he looked like if he would have had a better form like they got today, he'd have did better than everybody today. That's a weird pull. The distance from Windsor Castle to White City Stadium was 26.2 miles, still the official length of the marathon today. Straight up. Bang. It was probably 30 motherfuckers in there. Boy, they had knives on them and everything. You know the murderers did. Bruh. They was in there. The Italian marathon runner Durando Petri Durando Petri was set to win, but was disqualified for receiving help when he collapsed on the track. Oh, okay. Oh, that's smirkish. Wow. Is that the cops? It's the cops? Something happened. Uh-huh. Is that Durando Petri? Yep, he pissed. What you mean? No. What? Oh, now where the motherfucker? There's somebody. Move it. Get the fuck back. No, Petri. Yeah, fair. Oh, I just. Look at this shit here. This is a little lineup of medal winners. Boy, that nigga. Oh, he got a chin on it. And look at this though. What's our black boxer name? What was his name? Boy, and knock out all them niggas. And that big boy get plopped. Pink. What was our black boxer name that was knocking him out back in the day? Our boy was clocking all these. Come on, bro. Hey, don't have me look it up. Don't have me look it up. There you go, the first black American to medal in the Olympics. Okay.
A badger to the core, this lacrosse native overcame every obstacle stacked against him. He was the first black American to medal in the Latin Olympics. And chances are, you've never even heard of him.
I'm ready. Tell me about him, girl.
A young man, the son of slaves, goes on to UW, runs track for UW, goes to the Olympics, and is the first black American to win an Olympic medal from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Probably married a white girl.
George Coleman Pogue and his family shifted to La Crosse in 1884 from Hannibal, Missouri.
Perfect
Pogue's
time.
mother, Anna Coleman Pogue,
Young
came
blood.
to work for the Easton family who were living along Cass Street.
Beautiful house.
George graduated from La Crosse High School in June of 1899 to go to UW-Madison.
I think what motivated George coming out of high school was he had great academic success. He studied the arts, he studied poetry, music, literature.
Hairs was dipped to the
became
side.
Kind of a Renaissance man,
Teenager.
not just athletically, but his academic talents were very high too.
All them niggas, that niggas probably like 14
one of
right
the
there,
few
bro.
black people
All the
in
little
the
niggas
whole
probably
school
like
system
14,
at that
13.
time here in La Crosse. That helped him develop a really strong sense of who he was and where he wanted to go.
And he was probably 17 in the
By
Olympics.
spring of
my boy.
1904, George would have won the 200 hurdles and the 400-meter dash in the Big Ten. And
Who is that
the
dark
invitation went
figure
to
over
George
there?
to become one
That's
of
a
a
black
dozen or
boy.
so athletes to leave from Milwaukee, take the train down to St. Louis, and then compete at the 1904 Olympic Games. So Pogue medaled in the 400-meter hurdles. And that was the first podium by a black American. And people would tend to think, oh, Jesse Owens was the first, but 32 years earlier was George Pogue.
Pogue Park is a park that was created by the community in recognition for Mr. Pogue. I honestly think the reason that this park is different is because it's not a typical park in that it's built for a playground or built for a ball field. It's built for the hope and inspiration of what a young man in this community can achieve. This is a multi-generational, multi-ethnic neighborhood in which young people of various ethnic groups can come up here and see how somebody that wasn't in the privileged class, didn't have all of the benefits of life, became something because somebody gave him an opportunity to go to school.
Thank you, Mr. Pogue. Thank you to the Pogue family. Man. Hey, we're gonna have to watch this cat, Mr. Flipper. Flipper, we're gonna watch you later. Boom. We're gonna watch you later, Mr. Flipper. Look, wham. Coming up next. It's alright. Look here, man. Look here, man. We in the place to be. Let me throw some music. back on for y'all. Look, that's about it because it's a long one. Y'all be good. Since I didn't do the intro, I'm not even gonna do the outro. So, wham! Prayers up for that young lady, man. Y'all pray for that young lady. Make sure y'all pray for that young lady. Cause it seemed like if she go home, and it's crazy. Come on, you gonna feel like that? You know how that feels? If I go home, I'm gonna get hurt. This ain't no whooping. This is like, bro, she might die or something, or might get beat or shunned. You feel me? Over there. And that's bad. That's not cool. 24, you just wanna. They just using her for her talent. She probably don't want to do this no more. She probably don't even want to do this. I'm sure she probably does not want to do this. But look here, y'all. Holla. I'll see y'all in a minute. It's the real DJ Grizzle. Oh yeah.